Let's play a quick game. Picture the phrase, better sex. What just flashed through your mind? Is it a candlelit room, two people grinning ear to ear? Or, be honest, is it a chaotic jumble of myths, nerves, and a sprinkle of wishful thinking? Welcome to the most honest, myth-busting, eyebrow-raising, and possibly giggle-inducing journey into the world of sex, intimacy, and love, guided by wisdom from a world-renowned sex therapist. Buckle up, because what you thought you knew about romance is about to get a turbocharged upgrade. First, let's tackle the elephant in the bedroom. Why do so many people get sex and intimacy wrong? Blame Hollywood, awkward health classes, or that one advice column that said pineapples would solve everything. The truth? Most of us have been fed a steady diet of half-facts, awkward silence, and, let's be honest, a few outright lies. Here's the first plot twist. Better sex doesn't start in the bedroom. It starts in your mind. That's right. Before you reach for the silk sheets or Google best positions for happiness, your brain is already running the show. According to the world's leading sex therapists, desire is less about acrobatics and more about what's happening between your ears. Anxiety, stress, and the weighty baggage of, "Am I doing this right?" are the biggest buzzkills. The sex therapist's top secret advice: get curious, not anxious. Curiosity is the ultimate aphrodisiac. When you approach your partner and yourself with a sense of adventure, the magic starts to happen. Now, let's detonate a few more myths. Myth number 1. Great sex is spontaneous. Wrong. The truth? The best sex is planned. Wait, what? That's right. Scheduling intimacy does not kill the mood. It builds anticipation. You don't skip pizza night just because you scheduled it, right? So why treat your love life any differently? Myth number 2. Everyone else is having incredible sex all the time. Spoiler alert, they're not. According to groundbreaking research, most couples have sex less frequently than social media would have you believe. And much of the time, it's perfectly normal for desire to ebb and flow. Quality trumps quantity every single time. But let's up the ante. What about intimacy? Sex without intimacy is like a sandwich without the filling, technically food, but missing the wow factor. Intimacy is the secret sauce, the glue, the glitter, you get the idea. And, newsflash, you build intimacy outside the bedroom. That's right. Through laughter, honest conversations, inside jokes, and even those awkward moments when you both try to cook pasta and end up ordering takeout instead. Here's a power move straight from the world's top sex therapist. Communication is your superpower. But not just pass the salt or did you feed the cat. Communication. We're talking about the deep, sometimes awkward, always rewarding conversations about what you like, what you don't, and what you secretly want to try if only someone would ask, afraid of sounding weird or too much. Here's a secret. Everyone is weird. The happiest couples are the ones who embrace their quirks together. That means ditching shame, ditching scripts, and getting real about what turns you on, emotionally and physically. Let's talk about love. Not the fairy tale, hearts and flowers, Instagram-filtered version. Real love. The kind that survives morning breath, mismatched socks, and the occasional, "I can't believe you just said that" argument. Love, according to our world-leading sex therapist, is built on vulnerability. The willingness to say, "Hey, this is me, flaws and all. Do you still want in?" Spoiler. That's the real turn-on. Now, if you think chemistry is just something you have or don't, think again. Desire is not a lightning strike. It's a campfire. You can stoke it, feed it, and watch it roar, or you can ignore it and watch it flicker out. The number 1 tool, attention. When you pay attention to your partner, Their words, their moods, their offhand comments about wanting to try salsa dancing. Magic happens. Still with me? Good, because now we're about to take things from interesting to unmissable. Let's decode the single most powerful intimacy hack, the feedback loop. Sounds technical, but it's pure romance. It means checking in, asking, "Hey, did you like that?" and actually listening to the answer. It means treating sex like a team sport, not a performance. That's where the breakthroughs happen. But what if things feel stuck? Maybe you're in a rut, or maybe your desire has gone on vacation without leaving a forwarding address. The world's best sex therapists have a solution: novelty. New doesn't have to mean wild or scary. It can be as simple as changing up your routine, introducing a game, or even just switching sides of the bed. The brain loves surprises, and so does your relationship. Here's another truth bomb. It's okay to ask for help. Therapy is not just for crises. It's for anyone who wants to level up their love life, understand themselves better, or unlock a new dimension of connection. The bravest thing you can do is admit you don't have all the answers and go searching for them together. Let's talk about body image. If you've ever worried about how you look with the lights on, you're not alone. But guess what? Confidence is magnetic. The sexiest thing in the room isn't a perfect body. It's someone who owns who they are, flaws and all. That's not a feel-good cliché. It's science. According to the experts, confidence releases feel-good hormones, which in turn boost desire for both you and your partner. Need more proof? The happiest couples aren't necessarily the ones who look like supermodels. They're the ones who laugh together, who support each other, and who don't sweat the small stuff. They know that intimacy is about connection, not perfection. Let's get a little more practical. Want better sex tonight? Start with touch outside the bedroom. Hold hands, hug longer than usual, give a shoulder rub. Physical affection releases oxytocin, the so-called cuddle hormone, which builds trust and lowers stress. Plus, it sets the stage for everything that follows. But what if your partner isn't in the mood? Here's a radical idea. Respect is sexy. Pressuring or guilt-tripping is the fastest way to kill desire. Instead, focus on connection. Sometimes just being close, watching a movie, sharing a joke, or even doing chores together can reignite the spark. Now, let's talk about fantasies. Everyone has them, but most people are too shy to share. Imagine if you could talk about yours without fear of judgment. That's the gold standard for intimacy. When you trust each other enough to share your wildest dreams, you unlock new levels of connection and pleasure. But wait, what about mismatched libidos? One partner wants it more, the other less. Classic dilemma, right? The answer isn't compromise, it's collaboration. Explore new ways to connect. Maybe it's solo time, maybe it's cuddling, maybe it's finding different forms of intimacy that work for both of you. The key is honesty and creativity. Now for a lightning round of pro tips. Flirt like you just met, even if you've been together for years. A playful text, a wink across the room, or a cheesy pickup line can reignite the butterflies. Prioritize your relationship. Life gets busy, but your connection deserves as much attention as your email inbox. Celebrate wins, big and small. Did you try something new? Talk about it. Laughter and celebration are powerful aphrodisiacs. Don't be afraid of awkwardness. Awkward is inevitable. Embrace it. Awkward moments often lead to the best memories and the best laughter. Invest in self-care. When you feel good, you bring more energy and positivity to your relationship. It's not selfish, it's strategic. And here's the clincher. Great sex is not about performance, it's about presence. When you're present with your partner, with yourself, with the moment. You unlock the kind of connection that Hollywood can only dream of. But let's get even more real. Sometimes life gets in the way. Work stress, kids, health issues, or just plain exhaustion. That's normal. The goal isn't perfection, it's resilience. The best couples bounce back from setbacks, adapt to changes, and keep showing up for each other. So what's the #1 rule from the world's leading sex therapist? Stay curious about yourself, your partner, and the endless ways to connect, explore, and grow together. Curiosity is the secret ingredient that keeps love and desire alive. Now, if you're still searching for the magic formula, remember this: there is no one-size-fits-all solution. The best relationships are a custom masterpiece, built one day, one conversation, and one laugh at a time. Ready to shake things up? Try a new adventure together. Maybe it's a dance class, a cooking challenge, or a weekend getaway. Novelty fires up the brain's reward system, making you feel alive, connected, and, yes, more attracted to each other. But what if things get tough? Every couple hits rough patches. The difference between thriving and surviving is how you handle them. Do you retreat or do you reach out? The strongest couples lean in, ask tough questions, and get vulnerable. That's where transformation happens. So, what's the bottom line? Love and sex are skills, not mysteries. You can learn, practice, and get better together. The world's best sex therapist isn't a magician. They're a coach, showing you how to unlock your own potential. And here's the final twist. You already have everything you need. The tools, the spark, the capacity for connection, all inside you, just waiting to be unleashed. Suddenly, the idea of better sex, intimacy, and love isn't some distant dream. It's a reality within reach for anyone willing to ask bold questions, try new things, and keep the conversation going. So, what are you waiting for? The adventure starts now.